Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to round 3 of uh,
Oh,
Wicked Wednesday. Why is the Formula One not working? That's nice.
why is the Formula One not working?
The
Nice.
OBS isn't showing the game. This is lovely. Emergency repairs. Uh, okay.
Cars are already out on track to start their qualifying.
Found it. It moved for some reason. There we go. And we have images. Uh, there we go. So, pretty much everybody out on track. Team Sandwich doesn't want to work, I don't think.
Yeah, my team telemetry is not working either.
Not sure why. Whatever.
You will need to install or update .NET to run this application.
I'm not sure why it's not working. Oh, I know why it's not working. Okay, well, everyone's on Outlapse right now. There's not much to see. Let me just fix this really quickly. I tried to change the thing while it was still open, so it re-changed it. There we go. So, Ramo, first car on a flying lap into turn 1. He's in the Williams, one of the better bad cars. We do have some rain coming though, which is why everybody is out on track right now. So we might not have to do this entire qualifying session. Who's just headed back? Khalifa in the pits. He's just joined in. But yeah, rain is on its way. People are panicking, trying to get a lap in here. We will have to wait and see. This could be the one and only run in this session, depending on how fast people can get back round. The guys at the front, Ramo and BPA, might get a chance to go for a second run here if they're quick enough. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see.
It looks like it might only be light drizzle.
Yeah, it's going to intermediates, but as soon as that rain starts to fall, I think we're going to lose a bit of grip. Tyrant currently with the fastest first sector. There's still 4 cars yet to go through there. So we'll wait and see if anybody else can beat him through there. Ramo now onto the last straight. Let's see what time he is going to say in that Williams. As we now come round the final corner to the line, it's a 1 minute 34.2 for him. BPA second across the line with 135.2. Then we have Victor and Gibbo as well, just behind. Victor 36 and a 33.9 for Gibbo. Tyrant a 33.7 in the AlphaTauri. Crossruggle 134.3 puts him 4th fastest, and then his teammate Kenso across the line, it's a 138.7. Currently 7th fastest. Then Collar Rocco across the line is a 142.6 for him. It looks like he lost a lot of time in that final sector, so I think there's definitely time for him to find compared to the people around him. The other Ferrari of Gawoon Jamie going fast in the first sector.
There's Mike, who's gone fastest by 6/10.
And
Not
then
anymore.
Gawoon going second fastest. Still half a second between first and second. With the rain incoming, that could be the grid. Milano just gone 7th fastest, so 134.4 for him. And Khalifa, the only driver yet to set a lap after joining slightly late. We have yellow flags down at turn 12. What has happened there?
McLaren has gone round.
Yeah. So maybe Khalifa just not going to do qualifying, cutting his losses here. There's still time before the rain, I think, though. Maybe not. I've just looked at it. It hadn't updated on my screen. So that could be everybody's final laps. BPA going for a second run here. His first lap was only a 35. The rain is falling here in Vegas. Not something I thought I'd normally be saying, but every session is going to be rain affected. But yeah, the rain is now falling, so I expect 5-place grid penalty for Crossfrog for a collision with Gibbo. What has
Something's in the
happened
pit
there?
then.
Well, BPA improving through Sector 1, actually. Although he's just invalidated. So any hope he had of beating his time is gone. Khalifa is now out on an outlap, but it is raining and the grip is going to be dropping fast.
We know Khalifa's a very quick driver though, but
Yeah.
it
I
looks
mean,
quite heavy.
I'm looking at that time that the Ferrari of Colorocco's done. I feel like you can beat that, even on an Inter. I think you could probably do faster than a 42. 10 seconds is quite a big margin.
It doesn't indeed sound like a violation. And personally, if I was Colorocco, I wouldn't have that.
Well, he lost about 5 seconds in the final sector. I think he had a spin or something. But he has retired,
He is retired.
which
he
yeah.
didn't have violation very well.
Most of the drivers retiring. We'll have to see if Khalifa can improve at all, or if it has just gotten too wet. I'm looking at that delta to the intermediate, and it is falling rapidly. It's fallen about a second in the last sector, since turn 12.
Also,
Probably.
question: how do I fix that Team Telemetry's crashing every 10 seconds?
I honestly don't know.
Right.
Are you in the Discord?
I don't know.
I'll send you an invite. You might be able to sort it out easier there. Have I done the wrong one, actually? Yes, I have.
Okay, the track's very wet now.
I've just done racing tools, not team telemetry. Where is team telemetry? There. There you go. That's the right one.
Thank you.
Yeah, he is sliding all over the place into the wall, actually, there on the exit. I guess there might be a potential for him to set a 41 or something, but Victor out on track on a set of softs right now. Khalifa retiring now. He doesn't think he's going to improve. So we have 2 drivers left in the session. Victor and Ramo. I'm not sure, I guess, if they plan on going out to do some intermediate practice, given that the other 2 sessions are going to be rain affected. Victor currently out on a set of soft compound tyres. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So Ramo retiring as well, so it is now just Victor left in the session. We will see what he's gonna do here. And he's gone straight on there at the end of the strip, reversing back onto the track. We are pretty much at the peak of this rain. It is going to get a little bit heavier, but yeah. So Victor coming back into the pit lane now. and retiring from the session. So that is qualifying over now. And we will be getting ready for the sprint in just a moment. So there is your qualifying results there for you. Mike taking pole position for the sprint. Gaboon in P2 in that Ferrari. Tyrant takes third. Yibo fourth. Ramo fifth. Crossfrog sixth. Milano seventh. Justorini eighth. BPA 9th, Victor 10th, Kenzo 11th, Colorocco 12th, and Khalifa down in 13th, unable to set a time. And then, as we are seeing here, Crossfrog and Gibbo both getting 5-place grid penalties that they will serve in the race.
Unless we have a restart beforehand.
I don't think we will. They seemed alright taking them because there's a sprint. So I think we are just going to go straight into it here. So Vegas 9-lap sprint. I expect we're going to see medium tires on every single car here. I think Haas just a little bit too slow. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe somebody's going to try and take the gamble and go for a set of softs. It would be a bit of a surprise, but you never know.
To be fair, if you go on softs in this sprint, which they will make the sprint distance, you save your 2 sets of mediums for the race. You can start on a soft tyre, pit to mediums if there's an early safety car, and then you can do another stop.
Yeah.
And basically be ahead of everybody on strategy.
We do also
and
have
do
to remember
medium.
there is rain coming in both of these sessions, so formation lap starting now. Let's have a look.
Somebody has gone onto the soft.
Gibbo, the only driver to go for a soft. Very.
You know, that's something I wish I'd done when I raced on this circuit.
Yeah, it's a bold decision because you're gonna have very badly worn soft tires come the end of the sprint, but if you can make it work, it does definitely give you an advantage. I'm not sure the advantage is going to be as large here given that we have the rain, but if that rain does come, actually no, I'm looking now, the rain is not coming early. This sprint is going to be completely dry. I think the drivers will know that as well based on their strategy screen. But yeah, I mean, definitely saving the second set of mediums. There's quite a high likelihood we're going to have a safety car here. So having that extra set of softs.
I can't tell if is Mike a controller user.
Let me have a look.
He's flying on this. Oh, he's at the wall. He's flying on the formation lap, and now he's slowed down. I think he heard me.
I'm not sure if he is or not, to be honest. It's kind of hard to tell. I think it's
The steering's a bit twitchy,
yeah.
but it's also not at the same time.
It wouldn't surprise me if he is.
Oh, there's a bit of a pile-up going on. Almost. Whoa. Here we go, Mike. Now, ploughing on to his grid slot. But you have to be careful on this track because it does come up very quickly once you go around that corner, and I think he's missed it.
Yes, he has. We're going to need a restart because it should have reset him. I believe it's bugged.
What's going on? He's just carrying on
The
driving.
Ferraris. I thought it reset you if you went too far.
I thought it did. Well, it has for everybody else. Unless he missed it by that, like, was that quick when he missed it. It's just letting him go.
Very strange.
Everyone else is getting disqualified. Almost everybody's been disqualified from this formation lap.
Yeah, they're saying it's glitched.
Somebody's Crossfrog DNF'd and disqualified.
Yeah, I'm just looking in general.
This is quite funny. Oh,
So yeah, we're gonna go for a restart here.
lovely.
So we will be back in a second. Uh, moment. Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the sprint race here in Las Vegas. The drivers have readied up. There's the beeps. We will be getting underway in just a second. So now down to the grid for the 5 lights. And we... Come on. Wait, what is...
Red flag!
Oh.
What's
Okay.
a start?
Well, we've lost 2 laps of the sprint now. The grid's been messed up as well, I think. I'm looking
In Monaco, we need a completely new lobby.
I said that, and Josh didn't. Josh decided he
You
didn't
did
want
not.
one. I did. I said this lobby's probably bugged. We'll probably need a new one.
Okay.
Exactly. What
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for attempt number 3 at the Las Vegas Grand Prix. We are here in the sprint again. The drivers have selected their tyres and we will be getting underway in just a moment.
Keeping still going. across the street.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Oh, it's
Here
back.
we go.
Lights out and away we go here for the sprint. Mike getting a good start. The Ferrari on the inside. Gawoon also getting a good start. He's going to try and take the lead into turn 1.
Khalifa's gone straight into the rear of Lord Kenzo. Well, Kenzo's actually broke crazily early into turn 1 and caused quite a big collision. And there's a bit of action going on at the back. There's quite a lot of oversteer. As Mike goes into the lead once again, or Mike goes into the lead again, sorry.
And further back the two Williams going at it into turn 4 as well. Milano just coming out on top there. Khalifa trying to get a run on Justerini as we head towards the chicane. I don't think he's going to get close enough, although under braking is going to try it round the outside. Not quite close enough though. A couple cars going quite deep there, but everybody seems to have got through.
Is looking quite scared behind Victor right now.
Yeah, he's very close to the back of the McLaren. Let's have a look at the tyres. Everybody on medium compound tyres except for Mike in P1 and Justerini in P9. Yellow flags.
Somebody's gone off.
Ramo round.
Ramo.
Oh, ghosting's on. Oh well. And now down the Las Vegas strip, the Ferrari and the Red Bull going wheel to wheel. A little bit of wheel banging there. But it looks like the Ferrari has the superior straight line speed, getting ahead as they make it to the end of the strip. So it is looking like it's going to be Gawoon leading us away.
Tyrant is all over the back of Make still, though. He could try and make a move into turn 1. No, he's not close enough. Make's going to go down the inside at the final corner to retake the lead of the Las Vegas sprint race. As it looks like it's going to be a 4-way fight for the rest of this sprint between Make, Gawoon, Tyrant and Gibbo, as looks like a spin for Khalifa maybe. No, just 3 wide. And there's a crash for the McLaren.
So that's pretty much his sprint over now. I don't expect he'll be recovering anything unless we do get a safety car, which wouldn't be too unlikely. But yes,
Victor keeps downshifting on the straights.
That might just be an audio bug, I'm not sure.
No, he's actually just downshifting randomly. I think he might have a broken shifter.
Right. Well, Mike back out in front on those soft compound tyres. He's struggling to break that DRS though. DRS not enabled on this lap, but he's going to be giving the slipstream to all of the cars behind Gawoon, Tyrant and Gibbo down the strip. And I don't expect he's going to be holding on to this lead by the time we get to the next corner at the end of the strip, I think. I mean, it depends on how much battery he's willing to use here, but I would expect that the Ferrari's just going to have the better straight line speed and just power down past, which is exactly what I was thinking, although they're going to go wheel to wheel. Yeah, I saw that on the last lap as well, but again, Gawoon retaking the race lead. A little bit of lag there for Mike, dropping behind Tyrant now.
He's going to try and get straight back past him by abusing his DRS button.
Down the inside into the last corner.
Tyrant again.
Fastest lap for the Ferrari driver there. DRS now enabled, first zone coming up on the exit of turn 3. Let's see, can Mike get that position back? I guess it's not all that beneficial to be making the move here because the strip is just so long. It's much easier to make the move there. Ferrari going defensive.
That's BPA on Milano. Milano goes defensive. BPA is going to try and get the switchback. Oh! Bit of a snap, scaring BPA for going for the switchback and trying to make it stick. They head into one of the trickiest sections of any circuit. Las Vegas version of the Mickey Mouse section.
Yeah, America seems to quite like making awkward chicanes. They have one at Miami, they have one here, and I guess to an extent at the end of the S's at COTA.
That's cool, I like that.
It's nice, but the traction there is a bit annoying.
Yeah, true.
Coming down the strip, I think Mike might have made a mistake here. The Ferrari seems a lot further ahead than it has been before. Tyrant having a look on the Red Bull in that
Here comes
AlphaTauri.
Mike. Ooh.
Almost catching up
He's
to the Ferrari
otherwise.
there. Not quite able to close in. Milano also not closing in. Colorocco, though, to the inside of Crossfrog as they reach the end of the strip. They're going to continue this battle all the way down to the line in the front.
Crossfrog
Has it spun.
spins.
Crossfrog round into the barriers. He's missing his front wing as well. But I don't think we're
Thank
going to
God
get a
for
safety car.
Ghosting, I guess.
Yeah, it shouldn't be
Otherwise
on.
that would have been
But
a horrible,
yeah,
horrible accident.
Colorado trying to find his way past Khalifa here, getting the switchback on the exit of turn 1. He is behind at the detection point, so he's going to get the DRS now down this straight. Mike getting past Gawuni into turn 4. More yellow, that's Crossroad retiring in the pit lane. So Gawuni managing to hold on to that P1 as it stands. I think it is going to be around now where the...
BPA's made the switchback this time round.
Yeah, I think it's going to be around now where we're going to see the soft tyres starting to drop off a bit from the pace of the mediums. So it will be interesting to see if Mike has the pace to keep up. Kenzo gets a 5-second time penalty for corner cutting. I believe he was fighting with Victor there when that happened. Unfortunately for him, onto the strip now, half a second separating Mike and Gawoon, half a second separating Mike and Tyrant. But here comes Mike with the DRS, getting past the Ferrari very easily. Gawoon tucking into the
All
slipstream.
this racing on this track is
Yeah,
just DRS overtakes on the back straight. As Crossfrog leaves the session, probably to try and get rid of that beeping.
was it still going?
Yeah.
And Milano back past BPA as well. These guys just going to be making DRS pass after DRS pass here. It's all this track really can do. Fastest lap now for Mike as he takes the race lead. He had the DRS down the strip, so not too surprising that he was able to set the
So
fastest
gets
lap.
himself up into P10 out in the chicane. Actually, it wasn't even on the main straight this time, but his light is flashing, so he has used too much of his battery.
Here comes Gawoon again now down towards turn 4, retaking the race lead with that DRS. Probably needs to play a bit more patiently though, because Mike is just going to overtake him again down the strip. He probably wants to be doing it the other way around, to be honest, where he's the car behind going onto the strip. Give him the advantage. I guess if he's able to break the DRS though, then he won't have to worry about it. So we'll have to wait and see. Tyrant dropping off of this a little bit. So is Gibbo, who is now out of the DRS in that Alfa Romeo.
Mike's ERS is looking.
Oh, and crash
quite
there between
sketchy.
Kenzo and Victor on the exit of the chicane. That's the second lap in a row they've been fighting through there. Somebody got a time penalty, and the McLaren of Victor ended up in the wall there. Coming down the strip, Mike almost a second away from Gawoon. Gawoon was almost able to break that DRS, just not quite. Mike is flashing, I think, if I saw that correctly.
He is flashing, yeah.
So he is almost out of ERS. On those soft compound tyres, starting to struggle a little bit here, struggling
That
to
brings
keep up.
Tyrant back into it. He's been quite decent on his battery in the sprint race.
Yeah.
Although Mike, oh yes, there we go. Tyrant fastest up of the race so far.
Yeah. And on that lap, Gawoon was only 200 slower than Tyrant, so they're both keeping pace on the mediums. I think the soft tyres starting to die off a little bit. Mike was 7/10 slower, despite having the
Tyrant
DRS
using
on
his battery
Gawoon.
here. Try and get past Mike, but he doesn't.
I think
Stays behind for now.
I expect he's going to wait until the strip. They might end up going 3 wide down the strip here if Gawoon can keep up. I think Tyrant just losing the rear a little bit there, coming out of turn 4, but he hasn't lost all that much time. 9/10 now the gap. I think maybe Tyrant just waiting for the DRS to get broken, and hopefully if it's just by a small margin, he will be able to squeeze his way back into it. 1.03 now the gap. As it stands, Gawoon will break the DRS, but Mike is probably deploying whatever's left of that battery just to try and keep it in. Onto the strip now. Has he got the DRS? No, he hasn't. It's a bad exit for Mike. He's going to be under pressure from Tyrant now as he won't have DRS. He's out of ERS. And I think Tyrant's just going to breeze past here. Very easy move. In the AlphaTauri, overtaking the Red Bull sister team. And up into P2 now. Can he reconnect to the DRS now with Gawoon? That's going to be crucial for him if he wants to try and stay in this battle for the win. Milano getting past BPA, Colorocco getting past Khalifa as well.
Close. It's going to be close for that DRS. Tyrant's going to need to use some of the battery if he wants to be able to get into it.
DRS on the exit of turn 2 here. So coming through turn 1 and 2 now. Let's see, is he going to get a good enough exit? It doesn't look like he has, unfortunately. So Tyrant going to miss out on the DRS, yeah. And I expect Gowon will just walk away with it now as these guys start squabbling for second place. Still lots of battles happening further down the field. And does get the move done. I think Tyrant just playing a little bit cautious there. Doesn't want to end out to the race, given he's currently sat in P2 and 3. Milano sending a dive bomb on BPA. Going into turn 4. Guess the car stopped. But BPA going to get the switchback now. He's on the outside as they head towards the chicane. BPA holding it around the outside and retakes the 5th place.
Flips the wall on the entry.
5-second time penalty for Ramo for speeding in the pit lane. He has retired. And now Colorocco and Khalifa have caught up to this battle as well. Milano starting to come under pressure from Colorocco in the Ferrari there. Yeah, look at the gap that Gowon has now pulled. 2 seconds out in front now. As soon as he broke that DRS, it's all over. Tyrant easily going to breeze past Mike down the strip here. But let's look at this battle now for P5. Milano, Colorocco, Khalifa, and BPA leading the train.
Left.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here comes Milano. Colorocco's going to try and possibly make the move as well. He stays behind for now.
Little snap there for Milano. Might give BPA a chance as they head down straight. Although BPA flashing, we are now starting the penultimate lap of this sprint. Lap 8 of 9.
Oh, BPA makes contact.
He's very deep as well. That's going to allow Colorocco through, I think. He has just managed to hold on Mike back past Tyrant. I think they're just going to continue to
around
swap.
The outside. What a move.
Yeah, very nice from the Ferrari driver. He has probably got slightly better grip in the Ferrari car superior. Ooh, nearly contact there between the Alpine and the Ferrari. BPA had a look to the inside. Might have just been a little bit too late for that, though.
Milano hits the wall in front of them as well. He looked like he went a bit too deep.
Well, the Williams currently leading this train. I expect in a couple corners' time that is going to change as we do have that long DRS straight coming up. Colorocco gaining in the slipstream here. Yellow flags behind as well.
Down the strip goes Tyrant and Mike, though. And will Tyrant stay behind until last lap? He will not. He's
nearly
go for the move
contact
now.
there.
I don't know if that's a smart decision for Tyrant, unless he has enough battery to play with to pull away.
It's going to be risky for sure, but if
But
we
can still win the sprint race.
Based on what we've seen on the previous laps, Mike has gone for the move. Colorocco, BPA, and Milano fighting it out now. Colorocco and BPA both getting past the Williams with the DRS. BPA to the inside of the Ferrari, just slotting in behind. More yellow flags. Kenzo is out. It's too late for a safety car, though. Coming out of the chicane. They're going too wide. 3 wide, almost. Briefly, the Williams just has so much more superior straight line speed and powers past both of them again after getting overtaken on the strip. BPA and Colorocco now into turn 1, wheel to wheel. Who is going to come out ahead? I think Colorocco's just going to have the grip again, as we saw a couple on the last lap to drive around the outside. It's now the inside line through turn 2 for him. They're both going to get the DRS here, but this fighting could allow Milano to just pull away. Mike has re-overtaken Tyrant, as we saw on the previous few laps. BPA now pulling to the inside line for turn 4. Is he going to get the move done on the Ferrari? Yes, he can. Although the Ferrari still trying to fight this one out as they head now down towards the chicane. Mike and Tyrant going to be continuing their battle along the strip as well, but it looks like
Mike brakes checks.
Mike is round.
Tyrant. And Tyrant is going to get an easy sprint win here because Mike decided he wanted to brake check Tyrant and try and get the
Gowon
DRS.
is still in P1, so P2.
It's the sprint P2, yeah. Sprint, yeah.
Well, that
I
battle's
don't know
well
what
and
Mike
truly
was thinking.
I guess he was trying to get the DRS, but didn't think to move out the way. BPA, Milano, and Colorocco now coming down the Vegas Strip. It was a very nice exit comparatively to Milano, But BPA is not going to have the DRS. Is Milano going to be able to close in enough? BPA battery has been flashing for the last few laps. Milano has not. He's going to have the battery to fight it. Colo Rocco also closing in, pulling alongside the Williams drivers. They now go 3 wide down towards this final braking zone of the lap. Who is going to come out on top? BPA has the inside line. He manages to go ahead.
Into the wall.
Very deep on his round.
It's an unsafe rejoin from BPA. He'll get a penalty for that.
But he has managed to stay out and head. This will set the grid. Who is going to get it to the line, though? The Williams on the inside line has the top straight line speed. Justerini trying to come around the outside as well. Who's going to get it as they come to the line? Justerini into the wall. Milano gets it on the line. BPA second out in this battle. Justerini next. And then Colo Rocco behind. 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th in the end for those drivers. And then Khalifa.
Expect BPA to keep that 6th place.
Yeah.
Maybe for the sprint, maybe for the start of the race, yeah, but not for the results, unfortunately.
And then we have Khalifa in 9th and Victor in 10th. Unfortunately, no points being scored for those two drivers.
I also don't expect Mike to be still in P4 after the reports are made, because that was a very stupid move he made.
Yeah,
well, stop for the DRS.
We'll have to wait and see.
Idiotic.
We will have to wait and see.
Again,
oh, whoops. I forgot I had that open. Crossfrog jump scare. Oh, it's actually Tyrant's voice. Probably complaining about what happened with Mike there.
I don't blame him. I mean, he's still finished in front of him, though, luckily for him.
Yep, well, there we have it. Gowon taking the sprint win. That will be pole for the feature race now. Tyrant second on the front row alongside him. Gibbo third, Mike fourth, Milano fifth, BPA sixth, Justerini 7th, Colo Rocco 7th, then Khalifa, Victor, Kenzo, Ramo, and Crossfrog. Just looking at the grid there, quite a few drivers making some positions up. Milano, BPA, and Justerini 7th, 8th, and 9th on the grid, those three, up to 6, 7, 8. So a couple positions made for them. But yeah, let's head now down into this feature race. Biggest losers from that sprint have to be the two retirees. Losing a lot of positions is going to put them out of position a bit on this race start. But we will have to wait and see how it goes for them. Are they going to be able to recover their way through the field? But yeah, drivers choosing their strategies and the like now, getting ready for this race. Here we go now, as we have the lights coming on here in Vegas. And we are underway now. Looks like a good start.
Khalifa got the lights out before everybody else. And he moves himself up to 6th place.
That's because he's ghosted. I think sometimes when there's lag on the race start, the ghosted cars go...
Two drivers off track, and there's a big crash. Ramo goes into Crossfrog after rejoining extremely unsafely. Has Crossfrog picked up any damage from that? It doesn't look like he had, but it might be light green he might have picked up. As Mike moves back past Gibbo, and there's contact between PPA and Milano, and there's a big contact
crash
between... Oh, it's a huge
5, 6 cars involved there. Lots of cars going to have front wing damage. We have a virtual safety car now.
And a red flag.
No? Yes, we do have a red flag. Well, that's going to mix the strategy up a little bit. As we now head back to the strategy screens, that will help those guys who got wing damage there. So, as for that race start, Gowon had a good start, pulled almost a second there on Tyrant before the red flag. So the top two maintaining position. One of the Red Bulls, that is That is Mike dropping down the order. Unfortunately for him, he's down in 11th, I believe. BPA and Milano, oh, that's a Williams. He's in last. Well, here we go. For the second race start, lap 3 now. And we are underway again. Jump start for Kenzo. He's got a drive-through penalty.
He's done it again.
Yeah, it's because he's disconnected. Tyrant up the inside now of Gawoon, almost making that move. Gawoon's on the original tyres. He hasn't changed off those mediums he started the race on. Tyrant on a brand new set of mediums. Good to give him an advantage. Further back, lots of battles happening. Khalifa and Justarini going at it. Plus Khalifa's disconnected car. But also Colorocco and Kenzo. Oh, it's another disconnected car. Lovely. Well,
there's another crash. Justarini's been clipped after going deep. But here comes Mike. He's going to try and go down the inside into the chicane. Does make the move this time. He doesn't do it dirty, the same as he did in the first restart.
more yellow flags as well. That's Kenzo.
Oh. Ramo tried to move down the inside. That was not very smart.
Yes, costing him a little bit of time there to Mike in front. But Milano all over the back of Tyrant as they headed onto the start of the strip there. Had to back out of that one, otherwise he was going to cause a collision. I'm almost certain of it. Onto the strip now, Tyrant. Potentially running slightly lower wings. He's in that Alpha Tauri, so it's going to be a little bit more draggy. And now that he's pulled out of the slipstream, you can see he's not really gaining. The Williams, though, with that top speed, fastest car in a straight line. Yes, ERS as well, definitely being burnt. Fastest car in a straight line is the Williams. Gets up into P1 here on the soft compound tyres on this restart. P1 now for Milano. Further back as well, Gibbo very close to the back of BP as they head towards the final corner. Ramo getting past Crossfrog further back as well. Could we see Gibbo going to the inside now of the Alpine driver? Somebody's battery flashing already? Surely not. I must have been missing that. There's no way you've burnt all your battery already.
Somebody spun into the pit lane, I think. I can't tell. No, they haven't. They've spun on the end, except turn 1. Yes,
that's Colorocco around. And Justarini and Kenzo both into the pit lane here. Justarini picking up some wing damage in Sector 1 there. It's still Milano out in front now, but he's under pressure from Tyrant. Mike also all over the back of BPA now after Gibbo dispatched him into turn 1. Mike now all over the back of him as well. Probably preparing for a move down the strip. But still Milano who leads out in front. Tyrant gaining on him rapidly though as we head down towards turn 12. Again, just backing out. It's not very smart to be making a move there. Mike getting past BPA down that not very straight. Up into P5 now for the Red Bull driver. Victor and Ramo fighting as well on the exit as they headed onto the strip. Here comes Tyrant on Milano in the slipstream. Is he going to be able to pull alongside, or is the ERS getting burnt in that Williams? Doesn't seem that Tyrant's able to make any gains, although as we come to the end of the strip, he's pulling alongside the Williams driver. Is he going to send it down the inside? Just backing out there. Not quite close enough to make that one work. Crossfrog and Victor.
This is one of the races I wish I was part of, because it seems like chaos.
And it seems like he would have won by about 20 seconds. Crossfrog and Victor as they head towards the final corner. Crossfrog has that inside line just backing out there. Wasn't quite close enough to stick his nose in. And just going to settle in behind the McLaren for the time being. He's currently in the points though. So far so good for the Haas driver. Out in front still Milano. We have the DRS now. This could give Tyrant a chance. He comes to the inside now for turn 4. Is he going to make this move stick? Not quite close enough.
Very good defensive driving from Milano. Tyrant's not going to like that, but that was very clean.
Yeah, and
perfect driving.
Tyrant losing the rear on the exit there allowed Gawoon to go through. He's on the older tyres, remember, though, so could see a few struggles here with Gawoon's pace after that red flag. But potentially could see a change of the lead for the first time in the last few laps. Not many battles happening elsewhere in the field. Mike very close to the back of Gibbo. And Mike and Gibbo come together. Mike spinning Gibbo there.
Rear end Gibbo. I was watching on board with Mike.
Yeah, that's dropped Gibbo down to 8th now. He does have the pace to fight back through. Potentially some wing damage there for Mike. I don't know if you can have a look. Gawoon is up into the lead now
Ramos
ahead
just
of the
rammed wall
Williams.
on the straight. But here comes Milan. No, here comes BPA on Mike.
Is there damage to that Red Bull?
Possibly.
Let's see if we can get a view of that
that-
front wing. He
That
has
Red
his
Bull
end
is a
plates.
collision magnet at in this race. It's another incident now for Crossfrog. Into the same wall that he crashed into in the sprint race.
And Mike is staying out. He's trying to round the outside here of
Oh!
Ramo and BPA. BPA into the wall.
Huge incident. That's Ramo going on the entry of the final corner and understeering straight into BPA.
Yeah, Crossrog into the pit lane now. Changing his front wing, I assume. He might be able to,
that BPA has wing damage.
he might be able to take a set of hard compounds to the tires to the end. He's gone for a set of softs, actually. Here comes the Williams of Ramo past Mike into turn 4. I think that Ripple definitely must be
Mike's
carrying
got to
some
switch back.
damage.
Easy switchback.
Yeah. Ramo just went too late on the brakes there. And as we
What's
saw
going
in the
on?
sprint, Gawoon starting to pull away out in front. Those soft tyres should still be faster than Gawoon's mediums, but he just doesn't seem to have the pace to hold on. Let's see, is he going to get the DRS down the strip?
Oh, huge crash. BPA's out. Ramo's out, sorry. He just rammed into the wall on a basically straight.
And we now have a safety car. That's
Straight,
going to
not
work.
straight. Virtual safety car.
It's a full
Oh, no, it's
safety
full
car.
safety car.
So that is going to help the likes of Justorini, Crossfrog, Kenzo, and Colorocco. I guess Khalifa as well. He was a bit detached from the pack. If Mike was carrying some damage, then he'll be able to change that. BPA and Gibbo potentially also having some damage after the crashes they were involved in. So that could also help them. Yeah. I think the one who's probably lost out the most from this, I'd say, is... I don't even know. I think most people will be happy with this. Gawoon will get those older mediums off. Milano can get off the soft compound tyres, which are going to be dying very soon.
Ibo stays out on the hard.
Well, I think that tells us he's safe of any damage. He is the only driver. No, Khalifa's AI staying out as well.
Oh, Ibo almost overtakes the safety car. Obviously not used to leading a safety car restart. Actually, he is. Why am I saying that? He should be very used to that.
Yeah. Well, maybe just never led in Vegas.
But if you're going to lead, then you would be looking to where that safety car is going to be, and you would slow
Yeah.
down, ready for the safety car to go.
Yeah, well, we saw it in Division 1 Miami. One of the Red Bulls got disqualified. We saw it in Division 2 Miami, where two of the cars, first and second, both did the exact same thing. And both gained
I
disqualified.
wasn't racing.
Yeah. It was very, very, very funny to watch as one drove past and the other one just followed through. And they
I'm
both
sure
got
everyone will be
disqualified.
happy to know that I will be racing tomorrow.
Oh no. What a shame. Darn. I was looking for a win. Oh well.
What track is it? I forgot.
Austria sprint.
Ah, okay, yeah, I'm good at Austria.
I know. I'm decent at Austria. I think I got I think I was fighting for P4 or P5
Then-
in VRL. Maybe there'll be an opportunity to get up another podium. Gibbo typing, let's see what he wants to say.
Heating the front tyres.
What was he doing?
Apparently he's heating the front tyres, overtaking the safety car, I guess.
I think maybe he means the tire damaging he's doing, and the Ferrari even more behind.
Oh, I didn't mention anything like that. I didn't mention...
Oh, all right.
No, only mentioned him overtaking the safety car.
It looked like he started weaving a little bit there. I do not like weaving.
That's his AI. His AI is
Oh,
driving
right.
right now.
BPA and Boro coming together, I think. under that safety car. BPA is coming into the pit lane for a front wing change, I think. And yeah. Safety car should be in at the end of this lap, though. So we'll be able to get some more interesting action here in Vegas.
That's a nice way to put it.
Yeah. It's not the first time I've seen a crash fest in Vegas in the last
Remember what
few
they
days.
say about Vegas, about safety cars?
Safety
Safety
cars
cars
breed
breed safety cars.
Well,
And I'm calling that there's going to be another safety car the lap after this one. goes
Richter
in.
gets a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, I mean, exactly what I saw on Saturday. Safety car, restart, immediate safety car, restart, immediate safety car, over and over again, until we hit the limit. I guess if that does happen, then
It should be on reduced in VRL.
it is, yeah.
So the limit should be 3.
No, it's 50%, so it's 5.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. But yeah. This is going to be very interesting. Gibbo on the slightly older tyres. Tyrant on 4-lap old hards as well. I guess those are the hards he had for the start of the race before that red flag. Gibbo backing off from the safety car is going to be in this lap, and now he is definitely doing some tyre damaging.
He's also not close enough for the safety car. There we go. Now he is.
So there we go. Safety car in this lap. Down to Gibbo to dictate that pace. Milano's still trying to get past Khalifa's AI. He is going to be unsuccessful, though. If he really wanted to do that, he should have done it much earlier. He has left it far too late to mess around with that now. It's just going to be dangerous. So let's wait and see. When is Gibbo going to make the jump?
He's going now. I think it's a bit early because I don't think the safety car's actually in the pit lane yet. It is now.
Just about working out for him. Mike going wheel to wheel with Tyrant on the restart. I'm not sure if that's allowed. But yeah, Mike down the inside of the AlphaTauri into turn 1, getting himself up into P5. He's got the AI in front, so should easily get himself now into P4 through turn 2 and 3. And we might actually see Tyrant coming under pressure from the McLaren of Victor here down the straight. It looks like he's a bit too far back to put any pressure on him. Gawoon
Mike
all
went
over the back.
after He's about to make a move on Milano.
Ramo has left the session now. Crossrog and Victor swapping positions, but Gawoon all over the back of Gibbo here. Now through the chicane, Gibbo going a little bit deep there. Those used tyres probably not helping him here in this battle. Gawoon going to be all over the back of him. And as they head towards the strip, I think there's been something happening in the midfield. There seems to be a divide in the pack. I don't know if somebody's had a mistake or what's happened there. Mistake. But now onto the strip. I think this is just going to be a very easy pass. Ferrari engine versus Ferrari engine. But the works Ferrari is just going to have much better aero than the Alfa Romeo. And it seems like it's going to be an easy move for him. Kenzo and Khalifa getting past Colo Rocco on the strip there. And Victor and Crossfrog fighting as well. Not quite close enough for Crossfrog to make the move. Mike and Tyrant on the exit of the chicane. Tyrant getting back past the Red Bull. Potentially a mistake there. And that's allowed him through. Milano all over the back of Gibbo. Gawoon has dispatched Gibbo already. He's pulling away. Mike back past Tyrant. Someone yellow flags. Victor is out in the pit lane, I think. No, it's happened on track. Do we have the safety car on track here? Yes, we do. It's a full safety car.
For fuck's sake.
And as you predicted, safety cars breed safety cars. It'll be interesting to see what happened there, because where his car is stopped, it was on the inside of the final corner. I'd be interested to know if he's been trying to pit, whether he was going to wheel to wheel, he got hit into the wall, or if he just drove into the wall trying to take a tight line. It'll be very interesting to see what happened. But now, round we go again for attempt 2 at the safety car train. Let's see who can, do not much really. We might see some pit stops here, but the tyres probably aren't going to be all that worn so far. Even though Gibbo's tyres have been on for 6 laps, that's probably 1 racing lap, or 2, 3, something like that. most of it's going to have been behind the safety car and therefore not mean a lot. Khalifa and Kenzo, Khalifa's ghost car, swapping positions in the back. I think Kenzo just trying to get past the AI with varying degrees of success. It looks like he has managed to get past now. Are we going to see anybody coming into the pit lane? Milano going quite slowly. 3-second gap to the Ferrari. Gibbo into the pits. Mike into the pits as well. Taking this opportunity under this second safety car to fit a new set of tyres. They're the only two to do it. Sorry, Crossrock in as well, actually. And so is Khalifa. But all of these guys are going to come out right at the back of the pack. So they're going to have some overtaking to do. And quite a few of the guys in front haven't actually... haven't really done much racing on the tyres they have. Front wing change there for Gibbo. He picked up some damage at some point, potentially fighting with Milano there. Just before that safety car came out. But he will be back ready to go racing. That explains why he came into the pits there. Potentially, I guess, wing damage for Mike as well, although he has come out quite far ahead. Might have just been a normal pit stop for him. Maybe they're planning a soft medium to the end here. I guess you could also do what Crossrock's done here and just try to take a set of hards. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens.
Near Miami. Oh, there's going to be an overtake under the safety car. Tyrant's gone past Milano.
Yeah, I assume that was just Milano dropping back and the game has told Tyrant to go past. Mike gets a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. He's gone past Kenzo. His AI.
I mean, he'll try and get it removed, but there's no need to go past AI under the safety car.
He won't get that removed.
Neither will Gibbo if he doesn't give this back.
Unless he's managed to get past without a penalty. I'm not sure.
Mike's going to serve it now.
Understandable. I think Gibbo has managed. Nope.
Yeah,
Never
Gibbo's
mind.
he's not gonna get that handed back, and he's been overtaken anyway by.
He won't have time to serve that penalty, unfortunately. But yeah, and the AI's gone back through. So he's just taken a 5-second penalty for nothing.
Yeah.
Interesting decision down at Alfa
He's doing
Romeo.
it again. He's gonna have it. He's gonna have it again.
I think he
needs to just stay behind.
Yeah. He either needs to just stay behind or know how to overtake an AI, which I don't think he does based on what he's been attempting. So, unfortunately, Gibbo having that 5-second time penalty for overtaking under the safety car. But just a quick look at the order. Gawoon out in front as it was in the sprint and has been after that first safety car. He is out in front. Then it's Tyrant, Milano, Giustarini, BPA, Colorocco, Kenzo Gibbo, Crossrock, Khalifa, and Mike down in last.
Gibbo's still trying.
Yeah. It's not worth it if he doesn't know how to. He's just going to give himself penalties. And I think he's going to give himself another 5 seconds. Yeah, he's had to let him through again. It's not worth it. He just needs to leave it alone.
Well, he's not going to lose much anyway because there's going to be chaos in front.
Yeah. Safety car in this lap.
If it was a league where people knew how to drive, then maybe you would, but it's not.
But and also he's
And there's
gonna...
oh my god, Even the AI got caught out by that. That's horrible
Pile
braking
up.
on the straight.
I'm not sure who caused that
Now
there.
Gibbo's been overtaken by Crossfrog.
I'm not sure who caused that, but that is gonna be quite a severe penalty, I think.
Well, it's going to be the leader, isn't it? Surely.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if somebody was on the inside or something and just slammed on the brakes. I guess that will get looked at. I think
He's
some
gone.
people have yep. Underweight racing again. I expect some people might have picked up some damage there. We'll have to wait and see. Crossfrog all over the back of Gibbo. Gibbo gonna finally get past the AI as he's been
No,
longing
he's
to
not.
do for so long. Well, eventually, I assume. BPA having a look on Justerini on the inside there, but Justerini just getting better drive out of the corner. BPA in the slipstream gonna try and get the move to the inside. Just not quite close enough. I don't like that camera angle. It's really hard to tell what's going on. Gibbo now to the inside of Colorocco into the chicane. Makes contact with BPA and he's spun
Oh.
round.
All
Unfortunate.
that effort from Gibbo and he resets the track in the process as well.
He
all
is
that
picking
effort
up
just to
penalty
get-
after penalty.
Himself spun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, here comes Mike on Colorocco now. Can he do it cleaner than Gibbo was able to do previously? And yes, he has. Onto the strip now. Getting past the Ferrari driver nice and easily. Going to try and slot into BPA slipstream here, although he is going to be under pressure from the Ferrari now as they head down the strip. Trying to break that slipstream a little bit. Not really working, though. He's probably going to have to deploy some battery as well just to try and stay ahead of the Ferrari. Fastest middle sector there for the Red Bull of Mike. So I expect he was using some battery to try and pull clear. Down towards turn 1 now, finishing the end of lap 13. On that safety car restart, Gawun has pulled 1.7 seconds. Fastest lap there for Mike. I expect he can go even faster given that was a safety car restart. Past BPA now as well. He is cutting his way through the field on these newer tyres. 8-lap tyre advantage to the next two cars. I think this is going to be relatively easy for Mike to get himself back up to the front here. He's in the fastest car as well. Here he comes now down the straight to the inside of Justerini. Look how much later he's able to brake there. Up into P4 now. Tyrant trying to make a move, I think, very soon on Milano in front as well.
Milano's gone off.
Yep. Tyrant all over the Williams now.
Gonna try and hold it around the outside. There's a crash.
Yellow flags.
Enzo.
Tyrant just not able to hold that one, having to back out. But look how much time it's costing him out in front. 3.5 seconds now, the gap to P1. I think he's going to get swarmed down the straight. More yellow flags. That is Justerini spun round at the start of the strip. I'm not sure if there was contact there, potentially with BPA behind. I think Tyrant just needs to deploy his battery. He's losing so much time to the Ferrari out in front. Colorocco and Crossfrog battling as well as they head down the strip. I see battery flashing. Who was that? I'm not sure. It's gone. Tyrant trying to get past the Williams, almost making contacts there through the chicane. Not going to give him a great exit. Could give Mike a chance here to try and capitalise. Tyrant now to the inside as they head towards the final corner. Who is going to come out on top? DRS enabled because the leader is 4 seconds out in front. He is miles away from the rest of them. And now Mike trying it round the outside of Tyrant. Is he going to have the grip to do it? It looks like he's gone very wide though, trying to get around. That switches to the inside now for this corner. And he is up into P3. He's going to have the DRS as well on the Williams driver. Pulling now to the inside. BPA also have a look on Tyrant. I don't think he's going to get close enough. Not quite able to do that one. Mike now up into P2.
Tyrant clips. No.
The question is, does Mike have enough track here before the next detection point to pull a second on the Williams driver? Is he going to be able to break that DRS? I mean, looking at that chicane, it looks like the answer is yes. Although
he was really slow on the throttle on the entry. He just didn't put it down.
He pulled to about 0.8 clear, and then that's just dropped down to 0.2. And what looked like it was going to be a very easy break of that DRS has very suddenly changed into what's going to be a very easy potential double overtake here down the strip.
He didn't put the throttle down. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, well, he pulled a lot on the exit of that corner, to be fair, but it's just not going to be enough. That
He
Williams,
has made a lot of questionable decisions
Yeah.
in this race, and that is one of them.
easily powering past. Tyrant potentially going to have a look to the inside as well. No, not quite close enough. But here comes
he's made
Colorocco.
contact.
And
Tyrant makes contact
Colorocco
with
round.
Mike.
Colorocco and BPA were fighting. Colorocco been spun round. Fastest lap for Gawoon. Out in front. And he's now 7 seconds clear of the Williams driver. Because these guys have been fighting so hard, the Williams not having the pace, he's like 3 seconds a lap faster. Gawoon did a 1:35.8. Milano did a 1:38.7. Mike a 1:39.2. Tyrant a 1:39.3. Nobody else has the pace compared to Gawoon. Even the guys on much newer tyres. Here comes Mike now to the inside of Milano.
Oh.
Not quite getting past that.
Milano will cut straight to the apex. He was giving no room whatsoever there.
Yeah, risky move from him, but it paid off. He's able to hold on to the position. Although I don't think that's going to last for all that much longer.
Listen to the throttle on the exit here. Listen. He just doesn't put it down anywhere near early enough. You
Yeah.
can be on the throttle as soon as you hit the apex of that corner. He just doesn't do it.
Well, it is going to give him the DRS this time as we head down towards Las Vegas Boulevard. We'll see. I mean, I think this is going to be a very straightforward, very easy move for the Red Bull up into P2 again. But as much as
He
he's...
could be gone
Yeah.
down the road if he didn't do these silly moves.
Look how far Gawoon is clear. Here, they're going 3 wide now down the straight. Tyrant getting involved in this as well. Look how far Gawoon is
They
ahead.
can't even see him on the straight anymore.
Yeah, he's so far ahead. And Mike has a 5-lap tyre advantage and a softer compound. He could have been up there with Gawoon fighting for this race win. But now he's...
all it took was that one mistake on
Yeah.
the exit.
And now he's 9 seconds almost behind the Ferrari. He is now out in front, but again, they're going to be giving DRS. They have managed to clear the Williams. Milano dropping back now, so they're not going to be affected so much by his pace. Gibbo now under attack from the Williams into someone. He does have those soft commentars, and there's contact. Milano is spun round. At the apex.
Adding insult to injury there for Milano.
Yeah, it looks like he just understeered into the Alfa Romeo there. But Mike has managed to stay ahead of Tyrant. Potentially, this could be his chance to break it. Break the DRS.
I'm going to watch Mike on this. Because he needs to push like a madman. Look how much he's gained.
And he's just not putting the throttle down.
Here, he might. He didn't, again. He took a way too tight of an entry. He still gained time anyway.
Yeah,
but
interesting,
Way
he
too tight
almost-
of an entry and just
he
didn't
pulled-
put the throttle down.
He pulled half a second and set a purple middle first sector there. Despite, yeah, he could definitely be putting a bit more throttle in there. He is gaining
Oh,
on
he's almost at the wall.
the Ferrari in front. Over a second faster through Sector 1. He might still have a chance to catch up if he can keep these tyres alive.
It's like he got past all those cars and then got camera shy.
Yeah. Again, faster through the middle sector by half a second. He is closing in on the Ferrari. We could see him closing in probably about 5 or so laps.
We have to hope he hasn't reached a drop-off.
I wouldn't expect you would have done so after 5 laps. But yeah. Those Ferrari hard tyres are going to be struggling as well. BPA up into third. Tyrant's into the pit lane. For a set of soft compound tyres, I assume. Did he pick up some damage fighting there? BPA now in third. The next car behind is Gibbo with a 5-second penalty. And then it's Crossfrog. I think we're going to see a surprise podium finisher here. Unless we get some sort of safety car. Currently looks like BPA and Crossfrog, the best contenders to take P3 here. The next car behind Colorocco is so far behind. Yeah, it's currently looking like it's going to be Gawoon, Mike, BPA, Crossfrog, Gibbo here for the top 5. Tyrant has come out down in P8, but he's so far behind. He's going to struggle to catch back up. But there is still 7 laps left in this race, and we'll wait and see what he is able to do. Gibbo very much under pressure from the Haas driver behind. Those softs are going to be starting to drop off a little bit. 7-lap-old soft compound tyres compared to 7-lap-old hard compound tyres. There's going to be a significant difference in tyre. We're probably close to 20 or 30%. So now down the strip, Crossrock is going to have that DRS open. Gibbo's battery is flashing. Could we see Crossrock going for the overtake? He's in that slipstream, probably deploying a little bit of battery. Got to conserve it though. He's still got to fight this battle for another 7 or so laps. Crossrock down the inside now of the Alfa Romeo driver. A little bit of contact there. Gibbo just manages to squeeze his way back through. But on the exit, Crossrock going for that switchback, getting the up and under. Now on the run down towards the final corner. Crossrock has the inside line. Gibbo is just marginally ahead and does manage to pull ahead by the time they reach the corner. Crossrock just having to slot in behind. Here he goes now to the inside of turn 1 again. Not close enough. Slotting by BPA into the pit lane. So as it stands, Crossrock is in a net P3 here in this race. Lots more drivers as well coming in for a pit stop. Colorocco and Justerini in as well. So Tyrant now on a brand new set of soft compound tyres. 7 laps remaining in this race. 11 seconds behind these guys. Does he have the pace to catch up and get back onto this podium? Crossrock up into P3 now. Nice move up the inside of Gibbo, taking the P3 there. Let's see. This is the only battle currently happening on track. Everybody else a little bit spread out right now. Gawoon must be very comfortable out in front though. Mike's tyres, I think, just dropped off a little bit. He set the same lap last time around, and he must have lost a bit of time on the previous lap because the gap's back to 10 seconds. He lost a lot of time in Sector 1 actually. I think that's where the time went. Lost 1.7 seconds. So potentially a mistake for Mike. But down the strip now, Gibbo gaining on the Haas off Crossrock. He does have that 5-second time penalty though. I don't think Gibbo's going to be able to take these softs to the end of the race. I think Gibbo's going to have to make another pit stop. Let's see, are they able to keep this clean through the chicane? Yes, they can. Crossrock coming out on top despite Gibbo having that DRS. But now, I think they're coming into the pit lane. Both of them in, yes. Crossrock getting in ahead. So, unfortunately, we're not going to have the very fun, super cool potential fight to the end. Crossrock may be getting a podium. So, Tyrant will inherit that P3. And look at the gap to Mike and Gawoon. Currently, we've got 6 laps left. We have yellow flags. There's been a crash. Colorocco and Justerini coming together at the exit of the chicane. There's front wing damage for one of them. I think that's
The Ferrari.
Yeah, for the Ferrari of Colorocco. And
They're doing 10-point turns to get themselves back on.
would have been quicker just to take the 5-second time penalty at that point. But does Tyrant have the pace to catch up? If Mike keeps making the mistakes he's been making, then the answer is yes. Tyrant has enough pace to catch up to get P2. Tyrant was
14 seconds.
Yeah, Tyrant was 4 seconds faster. 4.4 seconds faster than Mike on that last lap. He must have had a shocker of a lap there. It seems like it's becoming a bit more stable now. 0.3 in Sector 1 to the Red Bull and almost a second to the Ferrari. It seems like both of those two out in front are struggling a little bit for some grip here and there. 3-second time penalty for Mike. If those tyres do start to fall off, he starts making some more mistakes, that penalty could prove costly. Also, if we do get a late safety car, it's probably this lap 22, or is it 21 or 22 right now? We're on 21. This lap and potentially lap 22 are going to be the last 2 laps where we could get a safety car. If we do get a safety car, then we're going to have 2 laps of racing, and that penalty is going to prove quite costly for him. Mike is out!
Oh.
We aren't getting a safety car though, but what has happened here on the exit?
He's just retired.
But just what?
He must have spun on the exit and just retired in the menu.
I'm so confused. BPA now
Oh, my
onto the
days.
podium.
He's had so many stupid decisions in this race, and that is another silly decision from
Well,
Mike.
Gawoon, I think, should just come into the pits here for a set of soft compound tyres. He has the pit margin, and it'll get him off of the dead hard tyres. Tyrant already struggling a little bit on those softs. I've seen him sliding a little bit here. BPA currently in P3. Crossfrog, slightly newer tyres, 3.7 behind. We'll have to see. He doesn't really seem to be gaining. In fact, he lost half a second in Sector 1. So I think he is just going to be settling in for P4 here. It'll be interesting to see Gibbo behind. Does he have the pace to close that 6 seconds in the final 5 laps? 4.5. Gawoon starting lap 22 now. He's 22 seconds clear. I don't expect he's going to be into the pits unless he's going to leave it. No, if he leaves it any longer, he won't have the pit window to Tyrant. So I expect he will just finish this race on the hards, take no risks. Yeah, it doesn't seem that Tyrant has pace to really beat his fastest lap either. Tyrant currently doing 37's fastest lap 35.8. And yeah, as I expected, Crossrock half a second slower on that last lap than BPA. Gibbo not really setting the most impressive sectors I've ever seen. To be honest, I think this race, the only battle we might have is... Oh no, it's not even a battle because the Kenzo is going to get disqualified and he's AI. I don't think we're going to have any battles here to the end of this race. I think this is going to be the exact finishing order.
Oh, and Tyrant spins! No, I'm joking.
Yeah, this is going to be the exact finishing order unless somebody does bottle it. Nobody has the pace to close any of the gaps we're really seeing.
Oh, and Gawoon has binned it!
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't fall for it that time.
It's going to be the boy who cried wolf. Someone's going to actually bin it and you're going to be like, nah, he didn't.
Well, I'm looking at the track map and to see if anybody is
Oh,
spinning.
Milano. Oh, wait. Milano's binned it.
No. No, he hasn't. He's just overtaken the AI of Kenzo. Up into P6 now on the track. Obviously, everybody's going to get bumped up position. Anybody who finishes this race will score points. Congratulations to the finishers, I guess. Participation points. I'm really not sure what happened with Mike there. Maybe we'll get an explanation after the race. But yeah, 22 seconds out in front for Gawoon. It's been a very dominant performance for him so far. But yeah, he's just got to keep it on the track and he will be home safe and sound. Yeah, matching the pace of everybody behind him now, despite being on 16 lap old hard compound tyres compared to their 3, 4, 5 lap old softs. He is just showing amazing form here. Out in front in the Ferrari. And yeah. Just looking at these gaps, fastest sector 1 for Gibbo. He might, I think it's a bit too late for him to be honest. He's still 4 seconds behind, but he might be pushing for a fastest lap attempt here. Last lap was a 36.4, so only 6/10 off, and he's just gone fastest in sector 1. I assume he's been saving his battery up for a while. He's on relative new soft compound tyres. Let's see what he can do through the middle sector. It's not fast, it's 27.0. It doesn't seem too bad though. I think there's still definitely potential for a fastest lap here from Gibbo. Let's get the lap data up. As we now come towards the final corner, is Gibbo going to set the fastest lap of the race? No, he isn't. He improves his fastest lap by 0.3, but he's still another 0.3 off. So, unfortunately, fastest lap stays with the Ferrari of Gawoon. I thought we had a battle, but it's an AI. Yeah. Smallest gap on track currently is Gibbo and Crossfog, which is 3 seconds. But with 2 laps remaining, I doubt we're going to see anything coming of this. So, let's have a look. For 3.1 seconds now, the gap. Yeah, Gibbo is still gaining, just not by enough. Even if he gained at the rate he did when he set his fastest lap there.
Oh, Justerini almost spun.
Yeah, even if he keeps gaining out that lap, the pace he did on his fastest lap, I don't think he would catch. Final lap now started for Gawoon. Yellow flags. Cross BPA's round. Well, this changes everything.
He's bottled a podium.
He's got front wing damage. BPA's podium chances have fallen away. He's going to be under pressure from Gibbo on this last lap as well. And Crossfrog now up into the podium positions in the Haas. Let's see, can BPA stick with him through this first sector? It's going to be very tricky given the wing damage. In fact, no, he's not. He's already lost half a second. I don't think Gibbo got the DRS on the Alpine. Yeah, nobody got DRS there. Crossfrog now up into P3. BPA bottling a podium. It's not the first time we've seen him do it. And I'm sure it certainly won't be the last. But Gibbo now all over the back of the Alpine driver. Where is he going to make his move? Into the chicane. Can he send the dive bomb? He's having a look, but just not close enough. Playing it safe. He's got the strip coming up. BPA does have wing damage, so he will get a slight straight line speed boost. Which might play into this. He's going to struggle a little bit. Oh, Gibbo into the wall, losing the rear on the exit there. Is that going to be enough for BPA with that front wing damage?
The wall.
Yeah, that front wing damage not going to be helping him. This is going to be a close finish.
Oh,
He's gone deep. Gibbo through. BPA off the track.
Oh, that is heartbreak for BPA.
And he might lose another position to Milano here as well. Gawoon wins the Las Vegas Grand Prix in style, 23 seconds out in front. BPA should just about hang on to that P5. Next car seems like ages away. Finally coming down towards the final corner. Tyrant comes home in the AlphaTauri to take second place, maintains his championship lead, I believe. Crossfrog coming home to take a podium in the Haas. Not something we expected to see. But he comes home in third. He was DNF'd from the sprint. Comes home in third now. Gibbo fourth. Very nice race, I think, from Crossrock. 13th. Last to third.
Absolute Whoa! BPA crashed before the line, but absolute heartbreak for BPA.
I think he just about crossed the line because he has shown up with the checker flag, not the DNF. Milano.
He's going to come home in P7.
Yeah, Milano P6. Kenzo is going to get disqualified. So Justerini will take the 4 points for P7. Followed by Colo Rocco taking P8, and that is all of the finishers. There we go. It's a Ferrari sandwich here, 1 and 8. So yeah, there we go. Driver of the day, Crossfrog, cannot argue with that one. 13th last to third. 5 stops as well for him. But in the end, Gawooni taking the win in the sprint race, taking the win in the feature race, and the fastest lap. It's maximum points for Gawooni. And there we go. You're already onto Football Manager 24. There we go. Just to get both of the results.
I wanted the race to finish for so long.
Yeah.
I was watching football on the side.
So yeah,
I got the Everton-Liverpool game on.
there's the results. And
Actually,
yeah,
no, I don't, because you can't access in the UK. I don't have that game on for anybody who heard me. That game is not on my screen.
we are very law-abiding citizens.
Whichever game is on Sky is the one that's on my screen, definitely.
Oh yeah, there we go. Do we feel like doing interviews? Who is it? What's his name? Gawoon.
I'm gonna leave you
Yeah.
for your interviews.
I'm doing them simply because Crossfrog got a podium and rare occasion that he's gonna get an interview. Let's give it to him.
Enjoy the interview with Frosh Jog.
Yes, thank you very much. Ba. Uh, uh, uh. Right then. Right then, let's go for. Alright then.
GG.
Hello, Crossfrog. P3 for you. Tell us about that race.
Oh man, that was up and down. Honestly, with me having to retire from the sprint, I was really just hoping for some points. And yeah, I caused myself some damage, so I'm really glad that I could pull it back like I did. Made some good moves, but ultimately kept it on the road when it mattered.
Yeah, well, in the end, coming home from P3, inherited that after that mistake from BPA
Yeah.
on that penultimate lap. I see you were in a VC with him. What was his reaction when that happened?
A big fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was holding about 4 seconds ahead of me. I was trying my best to catch up, but after a couple laps, I realised I just wasn't going to be able to catch him, and then he made that mistake. We'd kind of been predicting it in the voice chat, but yeah,
and
that was
yeah,
funny.
managing to hold Gibbo off there despite his efforts. He tried to go for the fastest lap, just
Mm.
missing out, but he was gaining quite rapidly on you there in the
He was
late
gaining
stages.
yeah, especially down the Las Vegas Strip. Yeah,
Uh,
he'd gain about half a second on me just down the strip.
So, did
Um,
you have any worries that he was gonna catch you right at the end there, or did you think, I've got this one in the bag now?
I was quite worried that he would be able to get me on the last lap. I was worried that would have caught up enough that he'd get DRS on the strip on the last lap and overtake me there. So there was very much real threat that I felt from Gibbo, but with BPA's incident, then BPA held him up just enough that he was no longer a threat.
All right, and next race out here in Wicked Wednesday, Monza. How do you feel looking forward to that? Is that another track you go well at?
I feel like I do, but I haven't had a great track record there, so I guess we'll just have to see. You always learn from your mistakes, so hopefully I can learn from my previous ones there.
All right, well, good luck next time out, and congratulations on the podium.
Thank you very much.
No problem. All right. Hello, Tyrant.
Hello.
P2 for you there. How was that race for you?
The race was a bit of a roller coaster. I think that's the way to put it.
Yeah, so a little bit of overtaking had to be done there. I think potentially getting held up a little bit behind one of the Williams after the safety car. Was that getting a little bit frustrating? I think the Ferrari managed to pull quite a big gap on you while that was happening.
I think is it the Williams? I can't remember which Williams.
I don't remember who his name was, but
Yeah,
yeah, he was in P2.
yeah, that Williams. They dumped all their battery on lap 1.
Right.
Oh well, after the red flag, they then dumped it all.
But-
So yeah, it wasn't like they got past on the softs, but with no battery, I knew it was only a matter of time before we got back past. However, the straight line speed on that thing down the straights, I could have DRS and still barely it was borderline equal unless I used my battery.
Okay, and do you think you had the pace to keep up with Gawoon out in front? Obviously, that gap obviously didn't help. But do you think had you stayed with him, do you think you had the pace to keep up?
Nah, I mean you got to remember it's an AlphaTauri and a Ferrari in the end of the day. I was running a much higher downforce setup as well than usual to try and compensate for the Avatar normally being quite bad in the corners. But it meant it did compromise my straight line speed quite a bit. Yeah, I don't think I would have held on.
And then as for next time out, Monza, how do you think you're going to do there?
It's a track that I've been quite vocal about my distaste for. I don't like it at all. But hopefully I can show up. I'm currently learning no traction as well, and Monza's been one of the ones I'm scared for. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, best of luck next time out. Hopefully it'll be another good result
Also-
coming your way.
Fun stat. I finished P2 in all the Fortune Vegas Grand Prix.
Yeah, alright. Well,
Sorry.
yeah. Thank you for that. And yeah, good luck next time out.
Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, hello.
Hello.
P1 for you there. Tell us about your race.
It was a great race. I expected a little bit more of the Red Bull in the sprint race to kind of battle with him more. I expected him to keep up with the softs, but at the end I managed to pass him and get a gap. And for the race results, I had a pretty good race, just no problems with all.
Yeah, and as for the strategy, you went for the one stop. I believe you were the only driver to do that. Did you ever consider making a second stop after you saw the gap you had out in front, or did you just think you'd just go to the end on the hards?
Yes and no. I was too unsure that I've got only two back if I make the pit stop. So I stayed on the yards, and I think the gap was quite big enough at the end.
And then looking forward, Monza next time out. How do you think you're going to do there?
I don't think I won't be will be there next
Alright.
time.
Well, yeah. Best of luck next time you're racing then, and congratulations on the race win, taking the maximum points home for yourself. So yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you very much.
No problem. Alrighty then. So that is going to be it. Next race, as you can see, Austria Division 1 tomorrow night at 7 p.m. BST. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to get notified when we go live. It'll also be announced in the Discord as well, which I believe should be linked somewhere. Have a little hunt if you can't find that. If you want to join the races, then make sure to join, sign up, and you will get placed as soon as possible. Thank you for watching.